What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. Going to be a little bit quiet tonight. Just got home from work. Had time to settle in, watch some highlights, and review some film. Alabama getting the road victory tonight in Starkville. Plays their A game. Beat the Bulldogs 40-17. A very impressive win on the road in the SEC. And I say it's impressive because Alabama has struggled this year so much. Uh, you go back and you look at some of their, previous games. They struggled with Texas and lost. Their only loss still on the season. Struggled with USF. Struggled last week with Ole Miss. They struggled early in this game. Nick Saban looked fired up on the sidelines. Fans were going all over Twitter saying this is the Nick Saban that we need to see. Why wasn't he this upset weeks ago? And they're getting ready 40-17. The final score tonight. Texas A&M on the road next week in Kyle Field. Going to be a 3:30 p.m. Eastern time kickoff on CBS. We will be live for the game next week. So Alabama plays their A game in Starkville, beat the Bulldogs 40-17. You look at the quarterback comparison. Will Rogers tonight had an interesting game, not too bad, but some things he needs to clean up a little bit. 15-27, 107 yards, a touchdown. But where he needs to clean it up at is the 3 picks. You look at Alabama's side, defense read the coverage well, got open. One of those was actually a pick 6 for Chris Braswell, a linebacker, 28 yards. That was in the first quarter. You look at a play like that in the first quarter, you think, okay, we're getting it going defensively. They did pretty good. They gave up. So the box score, 14-0 at the end of one. Alabama outscores State 17-10 in the second. State outscores Bama 7-3 in the third, and Alabama shuts out Mississippi State in the fourth quarter 6-0. It all adds up to a total of 40-17. Alabama goes on the road, gets the victory, 2-0 in conference play now, 4-1 on the season. They sit atop, tied with Texas A&M, who they have next week. They sit atop the SEC West standings. So, total yards in this game, we can real quick share screen this for you guys. So, go over here. Offensively, 261 yards for Mississippi State. No turnovers for Alabama, which is good. No picks, no fumbles, didn't really have to punt either, I don't think. So maybe once James Burnip had to go out there. 3 turnovers for the Bulldogs, 17 first downs for Alabama, 15 for Mississippi State. Time of possession, it's kind of close, almost 50-50. But Alabama was able to hold on for 30 minutes and 10 seconds of game time and hold Mississippi State for under half of the game. 29-50 is what they had. So, and Will Reichard hit a couple field goals, 3 straight field goals on the last 3 drives for Alabama. You had a 38-yarder, a 34-yarder, and a 48-yard field goal. So what will Nick Saban say? He's already had his press conference. I'll go listen to it maybe tomorrow. I would say that he would probably look at it as missed opportunities, but overall a great performance. It's not perfect. Is it what you want to see? I think scoreboard-wise, you want to see a score like that in the SEC on the road, especially for a team like Alabama that has struggled. You want to see that. But that also being said, you want to see, like, everyone wants that perfect game, but you got to remember these kids are not perfect. By no means are they perfect. And they do give it their best. They do try hard. They do uh, put forth the effort. So that's what matters. And the reason I say that they play an A game tonight is because I think for Alabama standards, I mean, you had Nick Saban heated up on interceptions or turnover, whatever it might have been, and penalties. You had him fired up. We haven't seen that side of Nick Saban this year. We didn't really see it much last year. It's been some time since we've seen him get ticked off, and you kind of have that from Nick Saban. You have, uh, you know, just poor execution at times. But what was quick was to get it fixed. Hey, we don't need to be doing that. Let's turn it around. Don't jump off sides. Don't get a false start. Stay focused on the game. One play at a time. Next play, next play, next play. So Alabama plays their A game in Starkville, beats the Bulldogs 40-17. They got a trip to Kyle Field next week. We'll be live for the game. They play Texas A&M. It's going to be tough. Going to be interesting to see. Can they get the win there? We'll do Tidal Wave Talk next Friday. Other games around the country today. We talked about it a little bit this morning. USC beats Colorado 48-41. Georgia 27-20 over Auburn. 41-13 Penn State over Northwestern. Michigan 45-7 over Nebraska. Texas 40-14 over Kansas. Mizzou 38-21 over Vandy. And the game of the week, according to College Game Day location, Notre Dame squeaks out and survives Duke 21-14. Also a bonus in there, 41-20, the final score of the Tennessee Vols and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Thank you so much for watching tonight. If you're watching this back, I appreciate that as well. We were live. Just a big thank you to everyone out there for the love and support here at Ballard Sports Media. We have to bring you great content very soon. I'm going to keep working at my job, at school, and this channel, and we'll get it all squared away very, very soon with great content here at Ballard Sports Media. Y'all have a blessed night. God loves you. I love you guys. And from a Bama fan, Roll Tide. Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. Y'all have a good night.